Let's start this off with dig in with Bri and Maddie, navigating a healthy holiday. The holiday season has arrived, and wow, was that fast. When you think of the holidays, what comes to mind?
Oh my gosh, I think of friends and family, food, and also a super chaotic schedule.
Yeah, definitely. So, these past couple of months, we've been working super hard in and out of the gym to reach our health and wellness goals. The holiday season seems to feel like a time that we get derailed. But what if we told you that this year you could stay on track and still enjoy everything the season has to offer?
Yes, the holidays don't need to derail your progress. I'm Bri, and this is Maddie from CrossFit Glen, Burnie, and today we're going to share 5 tips for navigating a healthy holiday. Here at HSN, we believe something as fundamental as nutrition shouldn't be complicated. We want you to feel confident with a realistic and sustainable plan, even through the holidays, which is why we focus on a habit-based approach.
Right on. Our nutrition program is backed by Healthy Steps Nutrition, who has helped over 45,000 people around the world take control of their health. Here are just some incredible success stories from our personal gym. You know what these success stories have in common? They all built habits that left them feeling confident in any situation to help them lose the weight and keep it off.
Yes, we're so proud of them. If you have ever felt derailed or experienced weight gain during the holiday season, please know that you are not alone. A scientific review article found various studies define this holiday season as starting around Thanksgiving and ending around the second week of January. In this review, they found studies of adults. A weight gain of just about 2.2 pounds was consistently observed during the holiday period. The problem doesn't come from a holiday, but when we let those days roll into a hollow week or even hollow months, if you will. So, tip number 1 is to remember your why. Behind every goal, we know that there is an emotion of how we want to feel when we achieve that goal. For instance, when we work with nutrition clients looking to lose weight, there is a reason why they want to lose that weight. Typically, they tell us they want to feel more confident in their skin and have more energy. So, what is our why, and why is that important enough to be tip number 1? One study explored that interconnections between goal setting and individual personality factors found that for 10 weeks, 41 participants received goal plans that were either set by supervisors or chosen by the participants themselves. And the results revealed that participants with a greater understanding of why the goal was necessary for them had more chances of being successful with those target plans.
Right on. So we're asking you to take a moment to write down your goal and then answer why 3 times. So one example would be I want to lose I want to lose 10 pounds. Why? So I can fit into those old clothes in the back of my closet. But why? Why are those clothes so important? I see pictures of myself wearing them and I think they look really good. And then for a third time, asking that why. Why is wearing those clothes and looking good important? If I lose those 10 pounds and fit back into those clothes, I will feel more comfortable and confident in my own skin. So please share your why.
Absolutely. So once you uncover and understand your why, think about writing that down somewhere or having a symbol in a place that you will see it every day, just as a reminder to keep you motivated. Maybe you can write it down on a post-it that goes on the fridge or in your mirror. Another favorite is if you are someone who drives to work or you're driving to the gym, driving the kids to school, wherever it is, I like having a little note on the mirror in the car. You're going to see it every single day too. So just something just to remind you what your why is and why you started.
Yep. And for me, I'm making snacks or making meals multiple times a day for my girls and for myself and family. So often my sticker is right on my fridge.
Awesome. It never hurts to have more than one sticker, right?
True. True. Okay. Step 2, stay consistent. Okay. So we're going to talk about consistency next. The magic pill for long-term success is consistency. Consistent actions lead to lasting results. Even during the seasons of traveling, treats, and gatherings, it's important to stay consistent in your routine. Take a moment to reflect upon these questions. Do you have a daily routine? How many days a week do you stay active? Do you have a morning and evening routine? These are key questions to ask yourself and for you to remember during those chaotic days with family or weeks, even with travel.
Exactly. All right. So here are some pro tips when it comes to staying consistent, especially during the holiday season. First, block out time on your calendar to stay active. Taking a look at your busy holiday schedule, can you find 2 to 3 days each week that you can block out time to move your body? And this can be any movement. Maybe you're in a place at home or where you can go to the gym. Great. If you're traveling without that option, block out a time to go for a walk with loved ones. I especially love going for walks after meal times. And if you're traveling, it's a great way to have conversation with those that you're traveling with and also explore the area.
Okay. Next. Okay. So the next one that we offer is to talk about blocking time out on your calendar to pick out what meal. Excuse me. Okay. She's very passionate about meal planning. I am too. So we're going to pick out what meals you'll eat for the week and shop for the ingredients. So not only will you find yourself staying on track if you plan out your meals during the holiday weeks, but this will allow you to stay consistent with your eating even on days like Thanksgiving. So if I know I have, 4 days worth of beautifully packed salads to eat for the whole week, then I know that I'm going to stay on track and be successful and going back to it, stay consistent.
Exactly. This goes back to one of our favorite tips too, Maddie, which is after you get home from the grocery store, washing your fruits and veggies, your produce, drying it, and going ahead and prepping those. I like to use glass mason jars, or you can use any meal
Yes.
prep containers. But, if it's already done for us, then we're more likely to eat it. Stick to that plan.
Absolutely. So another opportunity to stay consistent is with our sleep. So the holiday season often brings late nights. When we're not getting enough sleep, this may lead to decreased ability to properly and efficiently digest those foods and beverages we consume, which may leave us feeling inflamed and or bloated. One of the best things you can do for your body is being mindful about getting at least 6 hours. I recommend 7 hours of sleep every night. And we really want you to focus on this. This is a small step you can take to feeling like yourself through the chaotic times.
Absolutely. Controlling what we can control. Sleep is one of those things where, sometimes we can, sometimes we can't, but aim for those 6 to 7 hours.
Absolutely.
So, tip number 3 is planning ahead. Speaking of planning, a goal without a plan is just a wish. In a busy season, it's easy to let your health and fitness slip to the back burner. By having a plan, you're able to set yourself up for success. We encourage you to plan your meals and snacks for the week. If you're traveling, what great lean and shelf stable proteins can you bring with you to stay on track? Be sure to schedule time to go grocery shopping if possible so that you'll have great options to help you stay on track. We live in a time where you can do grocery delivery, you can do pickup orders. It's so easy if you are somebody who likes Uber Eats, DoorDash, Instacart is right there. You can do your grocery order and have it delivered to you just as easy as those options. So making a plan, writing it down. I'm also for those grocery deliveries because then you're not going to get those snacks that, just look great walking through the store, but you're just going to order what was on your list.
Yeah. And I like to say, bring your own snacks. So, especially when we hop on those planes or trains or in the car, bring those snacks that you know are healthy and good choices for your body.
Absolutely. Maddie, what is your go-to snack for if you are traveling by plane or like a long car drive for holiday season?
Oh, yeah. So I have a number of favorite snacks, but I would say my top would be the Chomps beef sticks. Those are great, satisfying, salty snack mixed with some nuts, either cashews or almonds.
That sounds good. I like those I call them little snackle boxes, but I do fried chickpeas and edamame and then some fresh veggies and either guac or hummus, depending on, what mood I'm in.
Those are good too.
So remember when we talked about staying consistent with eating even on days like Thanksgiving? What did we mean by this? So one of the biggest mistakes we see people make is changing their routine to save up for that Thanksgiving meal. So that might look like skipping breakfast or lunch and snacks to wait for that feast for dinner. But when you skip meals, you're actually increasing your chances of falling off track. As we starve our bodies, we will enter dinner time feeling overly hungry, and this may lead to eating faster and definitely over consuming at that mealtime. So instead, we could encourage you to plan out a balanced breakfast and lunch that focuses on those lean proteins and veggies. An option might be an omelet with chopped veggies and some protein like some lean ham. If you stay consistent with your eating routine, it will be easier to stay mindful and on track. Remember, meals like Thanksgiving are just like any other dinner time.
So we're entering step 4. Remember the plate method. So building off of what Bri just discussed, let's talk about the plate method. No matter where you are or what you are making for dinner, keeping the plate method in mind makes it easy to stay on track. The plate method is filling half your plate with non-starchy veggies, a quarter for lean protein, and a quarter of starchy carbs and healthy fats. If you remember tips 2 and 3, you should be going into a special holiday meal fueled and mindful. When you step up to the table or counter to grab your food, or maybe you're ordering at a restaurant, aim to recreate this picture.
Absolutely. And you can eat this way at probably any restaurant, any place you're going for the holidays. One of the things that might fall off are veggies. So if you are going to somewhere for the holidays and you're asked to bring something that that's going to be in line with plate method. That way you're just prepared for success.
Yeah. And, some pro tips that we can talk about is eat your non-starchy veggies first. So definitely not saying don't deprive yourself, don't deny yourself, but let's fuel your body first with those excellent non-starchy veggies before we dive into our indulgences. The next thing we want to do is think about your protein. So eating your protein, we're looking for, a quarter of your plate or about, a palm size of your lean protein. And then, of course, save the starch until the end. Remember to slow down. Our brain is 15 minutes behind our belly. So if you still feel hungry, go back, but just for more veggies.
There we go. Tip number 5, and this is the last tip, is staying mindful.
We know that highly restrictive diets and mindsets are not sustainable. This often leads to yo-yo dieting we hear about or have experienced so often. And why does this happen, though? If you have kids or remember being one, do you remember when you were told you can't do something or have something? Do you remember hyper focusing on that one thing? It's the same thing. When we tell ourselves we can't have something like pie, cookies, or, those green bean casseroles or sweet potato pies, that blanket statement of having zero sugar, then we only think about the cravings until we finally succumb to it, which often looks like over consuming.
Exactly. If I tell you don't think of a purple elephant, what's the thing that you're thinking of right now?
Yep,
Probably that purple elephant.
absolutely.
So if you do want dessert at a holiday meal, great. Have it and move on. In this season of sweets and treats, instead of feeling like you are depriving yourself and can't have something, and then later on just overeating, have a little bit and then move on. It's okay to enjoy a treat from time to time. Another tip to throw in here, when you are serving your meals or even your snacks or desserts, you can use a smaller plate if you are someone who has been accustomed to that plate finishing methodology of eating. So serve yourself on one of those smaller plates. That way you give yourself time to process that food and see if you are truly still hungry. Now we'd like to take the time to answer some of our frequently asked questions. So, Maddie, what would you recommend to an athlete who is fueling around their workout?
Yeah, I think this is definitely a question that we come across regularly. So fueling around your workouts to gain muscle and lose fat, increase energy, or really any health and fitness goal is important. Whereas we discuss about aiming to have healthy carbs and protein before and after your workout. So oftentimes we say if you don't put gas in a car, you can't expect it to get anywhere. So we don't want your body to run on E. My favorite pre-workout fuel is an applesauce pouch and an HSN egg muffin. And then a good opportunity to eat Greek yogurt is post-workout fuel with a handful of blueberries mixed in.
Exactly. Just refueling and also pre-fueling with those carbs and protein.
Yeah, we want to feel our best for those workouts.
Absolutely.
So, another question is, what if I don't like veggies? I have heard this so many times, and maybe you feel this way as well. But I want to challenge you and ask, what if you just haven't found the way you like them?
Exactly. So roasting your veggies for a nice crunch rather than mushy veggies, adding a good seasoning for a flavor that you can be actually excited for, and even finding ways to sneak them into recipes, even smoothies is a great way to add more veggies in our diet. If you are a client who has worked with us, you know that my go-to is adding riced cauliflower into your smoothie. Don't knock it till you try it. You really can't taste that cauliflower, and you're getting some nice non-starchy veggies in with your smoothie.
Yeah, I love that tip. Another question, especially around the holidays or post holidays, is where should I start? And that's a great question. I want you to start with one thing at a time. Maybe it's something you already have in mind, or maybe it's one of the things we discussed today. But the best and fastest way to reach our goals is to work one-on-one with a nutrition coach to build an individualized plan just for you.
That's right. And here's the deal. There is never going to be a perfect time to get started. There's always something
Right.
that will come in the way. Life happens, right? So you
Right.
have to make a commitment to yourself. It's simple, but it's not easy. And that's why we're here to help you. So if you're thinking this all sounds great, but I don't even know where to start, or I just really need someone to help me create a plan and someone to keep me accountable, Maddie and I would love to help you.
Yes. So now listen up. We have a New Year nutrition challenge starting January 27th. Scan the QR code to get signed up. When you scan, enter the code DIG IN to lock in your early bird pricing plus an additional $10 off. This bonus code will expire January 15th.
That's right. Don't forget that code DIG IN. So, in this challenge, we will be working as a group to build healthy habits around not only nutrition, but also exercise, sleep, and stress management. You're going to get a
Yep.
customized meal plan made just for you and your specific goals. Each participant is going to get one on one meetings with myself or Maddie and access to our exclusive HSN accountability app. This includes daily nutrition education, group support, and the challenge leaderboard. Am I missing anything, Maddie?
No, I mean, it's just an exciting opportunity to jumpstart the year. And also, there's prizes. So, in this challenge, it's sponsored by Ascent Protein and more local sponsors around Maryland. Each week, we'll have a raffle off for a new prize. And this is a great challenge to join with friends, family, and coworkers. So, share this with a friend you want to challenge.
Absolutely. And I want to remind you, go back to the beginning of this video, look at those success stories from our gym. And those are all people who have participated in these challenges. We've had so many success stories, and we would love for you to be one of them. Scan that QR code, even if you're not sure you're going to sign up. That way you can see some more info about it. Scan the code.
Yeah. So we hope you took a lot from this nutrition talk today, because so many struggle to stay on track and motivated this time of year. We've got your back. With these 5 easy tips, you can feel confident in this holiday season.
Absolutely. Again, thank you for joining us. And if you are looking for additional help to dive into your nutrition to reach those short and long-term goals, be sure to schedule a free nutrition intro today and get started with one of our amazing nutrition coaches on staff. Happy holidays, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.